I appreciate everyone out there that's supporting the channel. Best discussion, debate, and analysis. That's our aim. That's our goal. That's our mission every day here at the Voice of College Football. Call-in shows constantly throughout the week. Live streams and content posted multiple times every day. We've got 24 team channels, so lock it in. Of course, my top 25, that actually makes sense, is delivered and caused many reactions out there. I appreciate everyone who has understood the process. It has never been my claim that my top 25 is flawless or perfect or the only rational top 25. It is one approach to it that makes sense based on the results on the field. I'm not ranking talent. I'm not going based on my preseason expectations or predictions or judgment of these teams. It's also not a prediction of what's going to happen in the future, like many people approach top 25s. It's based on the results on the field. My number one team in the country right now is Iowa because they collectively have the two best wins in the country. In my opinion, the best win in the country right now is debatable between the Georgia win over Clemson and the Oregon win over Ohio State. To me, those are the most important, most impressive wins in regards to the opponent. But collectively, over a two-game span, Iowa has the two best wins, beating Indiana by 4 scores and beating Iowa State on the road by 2 scores. A team that the AP and the coaches had ranked in the top 10 preseason and even after struggling against Northern Iowa. All right. My rankings here are based on the results on the field, the performance on the field. So basically, who won the game, and if you lost the game, how impressive was your performance? It's based on the results and the performance, and it makes total sense, total logic. Is it perfect? Is it flawless? Couldn't there be arguments made that certain teams should be a little bit lower or a little bit higher? Of course. But it's logical, as opposed to the AP and the coaches poll, which are not logical. Case in point, here we go. Listen up. My thanks to Pick 6 Previews, a tremendous platform that I should have on the show sometime. I believe we've had them on in the past. They follow me on Twitter. I follow them on Twitter. And I don't follow a whole lot of people on Twitter in regards to college football content. And they pointed this out this week and tweeted this out 15 hours ago. So I'm recording this on Monday afternoon. They tweeted this out 15 hours ago, their review of the AP poll. Listen to this. USC lost decisively to a Stanford team that had lost by 3 scores to Kansas State. So who in the world thought Stanford was any good before Saturday night? I don't think anybody did. They were lowly ranked by everybody, lowly rated across the map. So USC loses to Stanford at home by 3 scores. And they still are ranked in the same spot by the AP poll. The AP poll did not move USC at all based on a 3-score loss to Alabama. No, to Stanford. That makes no sense. USC is still receiving 3 times as many votes as Kentucky. Kentucky just beat a solid Missouri team, and they are 2-0. Kentucky's 2-0 with a solid win against Missouri. And USC still has 3 times as many votes as Kentucky. Okay, the next point that doesn't make any sense is that USC is ranked higher than a Kansas State team that's 2-0. And you know what's ironic about this? They both played Stanford. Kansas State came within a couple seconds of shutting out Stanford. They led them 24-0, won the game 24-7 after giving up a garbage touchdown that was meaningless. Kansas State blew out Stanford. Stanford turns around and blows out USC by 3 scores on the road. And USC is ranked higher by the AP poll than Kansas State. Makes no sense. Arizona is one of the worst teams in the country. One of the worst teams in the country. They went 0-5 last year. They've lost their first 2 games. They have lost 14 consecutive games. Not that games should be taken into consideration from the past, but it just shows how awful Arizona is. They've lost 14 consecutive games. They're 0-2. And the AP voters actually added votes to Arizona. Arizona now has 6 votes. There are 6 individuals right now voting in the AP poll. 6 that believe that Arizona is one of the 25 top teams in the country. Either they're one of the 25 best or that their resume is one of the 25 best. Either way, it makes absolutely no sense, because is Arizona one of the 25 best teams in the country? No, they've lost 14 consecutive games. Does Arizona have one of the 25 best resumes, which I rank in the country? No, they're 0-2, and they've not played exactly stellar competition. And there are actually 6 individuals. Let that sink in. 6 individuals who have Arizona ranked in the top 25 in the country that vote in the AP. And I have people messaging me to this channel telling me that my rankings are ridiculous and don't make any sense, and they cite the AP poll. Seriously. Oklahoma scraped by Tulane, and the AP dropped them by 1 spot. That same Oklahoma team then dusted off Western Carolina, which is mighty impressive. Western Carolina, and they were elevated a spot in the poll. But Notre Dame scraped by Toledo, and they were dropped 4 spots. Also, keep in mind that Miami, after slipping by Appalachian State, they were gifted a safety in that game, and they won the game by 2 points. They were gifted a safety on a bad snap. And if you're evaluating the performance on the field, Miami's been completely annihilated by Alabama, and they slipped by Appalachian State at home, and they're ranked number 24, and Michigan, with 2 impressive, capable wins in blowout fashion, is number 25. Also consider that the coaches have Oklahoma, which I just outlined, has shown us nothing. I understand they're a talented team. Somebody told me the other day, they said, Mark, what's going to happen when Oklahoma wins the Big 12 and they win the rest of their games? Are you going to rank them? I predicted Oklahoma to go 11-1. It would not surprise me if Oklahoma went 11-1 or 12-0, and I will rank them appropriately when they do the work and show us the results on the field to be ranked. They have yet to do that at this point. But the coaches have Oklahoma at number 3. They have a Texas A&M team that went to Colorado. How good is Colorado? I don't think very good. They went to Colorado and barely slipped by Colorado, 10-7. But those 2 teams should be ranked higher than Iowa, who beat Indiana by 4 touchdowns and beat Iowa State on the road, who both of these platforms, the AP and the coaches, said was a top 10 team in the country. Iowa beat them by 2 scores on the road, and Iowa still should be ranked behind Oklahoma and Texas A&M. Insanity. All right, just thought I would point that out. My thanks to Pick 6 Previews, who are just providing more and more information to discount the AP and the coaches poll. Right here at the Voices College Football, would love to hear from you. Leave your comments below.